We're learning more about what a Rush County man told police hours after investigators found decomposing human remains buried on his property. Now today, the Rush County coroner identified those remains as 17-year-old Valerie Tindell. She disappeared 6 months ago. Her neighbor and employer, 59-year-old Patrick Scott, has been charged with the teen's murder. And now court documents released today show Scott confessed to investigators that he killed the teen because she threatened to blackmail him. Emily Longnecker is here with what Scott told police. Emily, I know it was kind of hard reading through some of these court documents that you did today.
A lot of graphic and gruesome details. Police say Scott told them that he strangled Tindell at his home with a belt after she tried to seduce him and threatened to tell people he had made a move on her. Scott said the teen planned to blackmail him to try and get him to buy her a new car.
On the day Valerie Tindell disappeared, June 7th, police say the teen told her parents she was going to work for her neighbor, Patrick Scott. Tindell's parents never heard from their daughter again. And for nearly the past 6 months, they've agonized over what really happened to their child. This week, Tindell's parents got answers when police found the remains of the 17-year-old's body buried on Scott's property.
I'm devastated. My daughter didn't deserve this.
Court documents show investigators examined several electronic devices and learned Tindell met Scott at an apartment complex in Shelbyville that day before driving back with him to his house in Arlington, the house just behind where she lived with her parents. Police say Scott confessed he strangled Tindell after the teen, quote, tried to take her clothing off, and he wasn't going to do it. Police say Scott told them he used a belt he was wearing to strangle the teen because she threatened to tell people he had come on to her if he didn't buy her a new car. Quote, I put it around her neck and held onto it until she quit. Police say Scott also confessed he moved Tindell's body to another room where it stayed overnight with his family in the same house before burying her in his yard the next day in a box that he built. According to police, Scott also told them he went to Shelbyville and moved Tindell's car from the apartment complex where she'd met him. Police say Scott confessed that he threw the keys and license plate in a river, but couldn't remember which one. On June 10th, Indiana State Police issued a silver alert for Tindell. Investigators also questioned Scott, charging him in late June with lying to police after they say he changed his story several times about the last time he'd seen Tindell. October 11th, cadaver dogs searched a pond on a property near Scott's. A day later, an aerial search showed what looked like someone had been digging on Scott's property. Then, this past Wednesday, local investigators, along with the FBI, found Valerie Tindell's body buried there. Police say when they asked Scott if it bothered him that he had killed Tindell, he told them, quote, I wasn't too crazy about it.
Police say Scott told them he acted alone and no one in his family knew what he had done. But according to that police report, Felicia, there may have been someone else home at the time Tindell was killed, but Scott told police no one heard anything.
Okay, tough story there for that family. Thank you for reporting tonight. Well, we have been following this case since state police issued a silver alert back on June 10th. You can learn about the investigation and hear more from Valerie's parents. That's at WTHR.com.